and welcome to beautiful Charleston, South Carolina. We head north from Fort Myers and rent a boat to explore Charleston Harbor. It has a whole bunch of cool things to see, and we're going to take you to see some of the highlights. Jump aboard our rental boat and let's go for a ride. How's it going, everybody? Ryan and Crystal here. Today we are jumping on a boat in Charleston. We're in Mount Pleasant at Shem Creek. So we're gonna use Shem Creek boat rentals here, and we're gonna explore the Charleston Harbor for the first time. So we'll take you out there, and
can't wait.
Some cool stuff out there.
Yeah. Cheers.
Hey, Sean.
What's with the fake dogs on the dock?
So there's coyotes, and they're supposed to deter the birds.
Oh.
And as you can see, based off of how that boat looks, they don't work. That's
Fish are related because they scare off all the fish. Yeah. They eat your fish.
yep. Somebody tossed it before? First time?
No, it's our first time. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you. It's beautiful.
yeah. Yeah, all we do is eat and drink and bail.
Yeah, it's kind of what we do back home.
Yeah, it's like pretty much it's hard to go wrong with that,
Right?
right? I mean,
Like, let's see what it's like to boat somewhere else.
yeah, absolutely. Get hit by that hurricane, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard. You can't. Like, the sprinklers are the only thing I've found they would actually consistently work.
Good idea.
Next to yeah. I thought about something. Bring it to the dock.
Yeah.
We're dolphins.
Right, Crystal just dropped anchor and we are right next to the USS Yorktown. I love World War II history and history in general, I guess, and that boat behind us is a piece of World War II history. And I'm gonna fly the drone around it and see what we can see, and we'll give you some fun facts about this awesome boat. And Crystal thinks I'm a huge nerd for liking this stuff, but here we
so
are.
cool.
Yeah. Cheers.
This is a 22-foot Sea Fox, and our first stop is here at this aircraft carrier.
How cool is that? I'm like a kid in a candy store.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little nervous right now as we're driving this boat, just because it's getting used to a new vessel, getting used to like
New waters for
new
sure.
waters, and he said it was pretty shallow when we were coming out of here, that we really need to, you know, of course always stay in the channel, but how easy it, like the channel changed or how shallow it can get, it like just made me very nervous.
We're used to that in Fort Myers.
I know. And over here is Charleston.
south, where the river rolls wide. In the heart of Carolina, I'm taking my ride. The sun's setting low, casting shadows so long. With my boots on the ground, we'll sing our song. Feel the pulse of the bayou in the summertime, This is my South Carolina low country.
So the big aircraft carrier that you see here in Charleston Harbor is the USS Yorktown. But if you are a World War II history buff, you'll know that the USS Yorktown was sunk during World War II. So what ship is this? That is a good question, and I had to find out because I wasn't sure either. The original USS Yorktown did serve in World War II and was a major player in the key battles of the Coral Sea and the Battle of Midway. She was sunk at Midway in 1942. This aircraft carrier that you see is the new USS Yorktown, or CV-10. The original was CV-5. After CV-5 was lost, the Navy honored her legacy by giving her name to the new aircraft carrier already under construction. That ship's original name was to be Bonhomme Richard, but after the loss of CV-5, the Navy renamed this ship the USS Yorktown before it was launched. CV-10 went on to serve in World War II, the Korean War, and even in the early space program as a recovery ship for the Apollo missions. After her tour, she was decommissioned and was saved from the scrapping yard to become a museum ship here in Charleston. She is now permanently docked at Patriots Point in Charleston Harbor.
It's not crystal blue, but she'll do.
Got my crystal blue shirt on.
Oh my god. Well, we thought we had this island all to ourselves.
And kids arrived.
The kids, whole boatload of kids just arrived. Ah.
All right, we are here on Drum Island, which we were told is a spoil island when they dredged Charleston Harbor. And on the ground, they say this is a good place to find shark's teeth. Sorry, we're gonna try to find shark's teeth today.
Looking for shark's teeth.
What do we find?
Oh, I mean, that looks like it could be something, maybe.
Maybe.
A rock, I don't know. So, where did they dredged up something and then
This is a spoil island, yeah. Dredging up the channel, the harbor to get deeper. And because they did that, they put all that earth on this island. And we'll find some shark's teeth, hopefully.
Yeah, very peeply. Train tracks.
taking it?
You can see like a chimney in there or something. It's weird. Where'd you see that? That's a castle? Lots of birdies. Tons of birds.
I'm guessing that's just the foundation.
Yeah.
You can see a couple little pieces that used to be up.
Bird party.
Call that Birdshit Island.
There's Fort Sumter?
Sumter.
Sumter or Sumter?
Sumter.
Can't say it right.
First shots of the Civil War, they say.
Yeah, this is where the Civil War started. And then apparently at this sandbar here, when we flew over, when we were coming into Charleston, this was the place to be for the sandbar parties on Saturday.
Crap ton of boats.
But it's Monday right now, so that's why there's like only one other boat here.
With crying children.
Still crying on the sandbar.
It's terrible.
Stop.
And here are some fun facts about Fort Sumter. On April 12th, 1861, Confederate forces opened fire on this Union fort in Charleston Harbor. It marked the official start of the Civil War. The bombardment lasted over a day, and while no one died in the initial battle, it set off one of the deadliest conflicts in U.S. history. Did you know that Fort Sumter doesn't sit on natural land? Engineers spent years piling up tens of thousands of tons of rocks and granite to create an artificial island in the middle of the harbor. It was part of a national coastal defense strategy after the War of 1812. The fort was actually never finished. By the time shots were fired in 1861, Fort Sumter was still under construction. It was about 2/3 complete with missing guns and unfinished walls, making it a pretty vulnerable target from the start. During the Civil War, Fort Sumter took serious damage. Once the Confederates took control, the Union tried to take it back relentlessly. Fort Sumter was hit with over 7 million pounds of artillery over the next 2 years. By the end of the war, it was practically a shell of rubble. Today, the only way to reach Fort Sumter is by ferry. There are a couple different ferry companies from Charleston that will take you out on boats, and those ferry rides give you great views of Charleston Harbor. And once you step onto the island, it's like stepping back into a key moment of American history.
You see a little boat?
That is our,
It's a little rental boat there.
I prefer to call it a rental yacht. It is, like Crystal said, I like what you said, crystal blue replacement. You said something that
blue.
was,
Just said we're not with crystal blue today, but we got this little.
she said something earlier that was really clever.
No, sorry. So yeah, so we're at this little sandbar. More boats are coming in. It's kind of cloudy right now, but still pretty.
And there's a epic, if I can spin Crystal around here, Fort
Sumter.
Sumter.
You're saying it wrong. You're putting an N.
Well, I had an accent. Sumter. It's a Kansas accent.
And that's the Atlantic Ocean out that way. But it's weird because it's the Atlantic, but to me this looks like lake water. Like it's not very blue. It's kind of murky and brown looking.
It's a harbor.
I guess that's weird. I'm not showing you disrespect. It's been a very nice town.
It's not Florida, but this is awesome. Pretty cool spot. Beautiful sand. So we did decide to beach the boat. We have an incoming tide right now, so wasn't too worried about it, and it's sand. It wasn't oysters like the last place.
Yeah, that's terrible. We thought we had the last place to ourselves.
They did not tell us we could not beach the rental boat. So we took that as a sign to rock and roll. Thank you, Shem Creek Boat Rentals. It's a nice boat. It really is. You got a GPS on there, which a lot of rental boats don't have, and it gives you access to some great spots here at Charleston Harbor. Long docks.
I know, they're insanely long. The trash.
Like bigger tides, shallow water.
It's huge houses.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Boat life in South Carolina. Taking over these docks with how long they are.
It's a long ass walk.
Like, you forget something, you're like, oh yeah.
Some scooters or something. There's another one of those coyotes.
These fake coyotes are supposed to keep the birds away, but we were told they don't do anything. Like, they have to get past the marsh, you know, to get to enjoy the water.
All right, we just got back to the public dock here in Shem Creek. Crystal, how was the day?
It was a good half day. I think, honestly, here, I think a half day is kind of all you need here, well, for today anyways.
If you're not going to just like sandbar all day, yeah.
But we saw the aircraft carrier, we saw Fort Sumter, we did 2 sandbars.
What's it called? Fort what?
Sumter.
Sumter?
For whatever reason,
Sumter.
Ryan was putting an N in there. Sumter. Put Sumter.
It was a great day on the water here at Shem Creek Boat Rentals. Great rental boat. Is pretty good condition and has GPS on it, which a lot of rental boats will not have GPS. I know the Salty Sam's does not, but it definitely helped out in unfamiliar waters. So great day.
Small stowaway. Aw, thank you.
We started to give stern anchors when people were losing all the stern anchors. So we stopped giving stern anchors. That makes a lot of sense. Most of it's to put aluminum props on. Do y'all use stainless or we use stainless? Yeah. So we have a 74-hour process.
There.
So yeah, they got 200 dump haul on.
That's our boat right there, our boat rental. Located right underneath the dock here at Shem. That is called Red's, and that's where we're gonna go have lunch. Starving. It's huge.
He seems mad. I think it's big.
Big something. Special access to the top of Red's Ice House.
Got VIP. So the bartender's supposed to be here is not coming today. They weren't opening till 4, and now they're not opening at all up here. So
Here we
the
are.
guy was nice enough. The bartender was nice enough to let us in.
Here we are. Shem Creek.
Oh, look at their top of their thing there.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it. If you like the boating lifestyle, definitely hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions about Charleston Harbor and Charleston in general, we'd be happy to help you out. Just leave us a comment below and we'll do the best we can. And after this, we are going to be boating around Southwest Florida again. So if that is more your jam, definitely stay tuned and hopefully we'll see you out on the water. Cheers.